Hey man, now I think I actually understand why I like T.I. so much, man. Cause he reminds me of me, man. I enjoy bad jokes. I enjoy storytelling, entertaining the people. And like T.I. and every good storyteller, we've embellished the truth sometimes. We might even sauced up the story, threw a couple lies in there just for entertainment purposes. But the problem is with T.I., once the people find out that you're lying, you know you don't have to cover it up with more lies because that's just going to lead to more lies. And being that you're a public figure, you're going to get found out. Now, what am I referring to? We all know the story. T.I. has been going back and forth with Boosie, Vlad, all that because he said a story that resurfaced on the internet of him saying how he told on his cousin. His cousin was passed away. They caught a case together. And he said, hey, man, I had to drop a dime on that nigga. I talked to him while he was dead. So then, once Boosie called it out and said, well, if that's the truth, then you're a rat. T.I. came out and said, man, I embellished the truth. Come check my paperwork. It ain't nothing. So then everybody's asking, like, why not just post the paperwork already? Like, what's the problem? Why not just post the paperwork? Why does he have to pull up on you and do all of this? He not the only one that want to know. So then T.I. puts up this funny angle of some paperwork. Why not just post the paperwork? Why does he have to pull up on you and do all of this? He not the only one that want to know. So then T.I. puts up this funny angle of some paperwork. And then, like on Instagram, you can write over the picture. He has this caption like over the picture. And I'm wondering, I literally tweeted as I seen it. I'm going to put the tweet up. I said, why he put it up like this? Like, what is he covering up? And thanks to Akademiks, now we know exactly what was covered up. It turns out it's looking like T.I. lied about even being a part of the actual case. That's crazy. Now, I'm going to break it down how Akademiks found this out. Now, I honestly don't think Akademiks found it out this way. I actually think that the fans probably did it and DM him. When you're a popular figure, the people help you out. But I ain't mad at him for claiming that because that was genius, whoever did it. Now, on the song Live in the Sky, he says RIP to his cousin. Then he says his cousin's full government name, Alexandro Tremaine Morgan. Now that's who he says he caught the case with and snitched on, and he said he didn't snitch. He said the case got dismissed. So people looked up the paperwork on Alejandro Tremaine Morgan. They found it. They found the actual case. T.I. didn't lie about the details of the case. It was dismissed because Alexandro Tremaine Morgan passed away. The only problem is T.I.'s name isn't on the actual case as a co-defendant. Douglas Arnell Morgan is actually the co-defendant on this case. And the case was dismissed because of an illegal search and seizure by the police. So when I'm looking at it, we're trying to figure out, did T.I. just use a fake name? Or is T.I. just lying? Now, I'm going to go on the side that T.I. just lied about the case, unless he was part of this case and it's sealed and he snitched and all that, and that's a whole nother story. But I actually don't tend to think that. I actually think that Douglas Arnell Morgan is either a cousin of Alejandro or a brother of Alejandro, which would mean he's related to T.I.P., which means that's how T.I. could get that paperwork in Cap. So when I'm looking at it, I'm like, T.I., this was very unnecessary on your part. Douglas Arnell Morgan, T.I.'s grandfather's name is Robert Morgan, meaning that probably Douglas Arnell Morgan is a cousin of T.I. That's the only thing I can assume at this point. So I'm sitting here wondering, like, T.I., why wouldn't you just come out and say, hey, look, man, I made the story up, y'all. I made it up. It was actually in reference to court cases that my cousins caught, and I just added some sauce on it to be funny in the situation. That's it. I never snitched on my dead cousin. I never said anything. I never snitched. I never told. I didn't fold. I wasn't even in the situation. And we would have joked on you for 2 days, and it would have been the end of that. But now you're making this worse. You looking like you have something to hide, T.I. And I'm kind of losing respect for you because not only did you lie about snitching, then you lied about not snitching. Then you telling Boosie to pull up to look at the paperwork, which means you were literally calling Boosie to waste his fucking time because you aren't a part of the case. T.I., you too old for this, man. And this is what happens. Let this be a lesson to everybody. We are in the day and age where literally bloggers, the fans, they're pulling paperwork. So if you lie about your past, we're going to know. T.I., stop lying. You don't even owe us an explanation now because we don't know what else you're going to say that's not valid. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom!